Up next, the Salem Speedway Super Cars now make their way out to the racetrack, getting ready and set for their 25-lap feature up at the 33-degree banking here at Salem Speedway. Behind the beautiful Eddie Gilstrap pace truck here tonight. We appreciate Eddie Gilstrap Motors for coming on board. Starting up front on the inside, moved up to this division this year, and Mr. Todd Kemp in the number 9. Outside, Joe Cooksey's number 51. Inside row 2, filling in for Scott Melton tonight. That is going to be Michael Basham in the number 44. And the number 69, Will Kimmel, starting shotgun. If you missed it a little bit earlier today, Will Kimmel actually had his ARCA Menard Series car on the quarter mile, getting ready for Flat Rock Speedway. Lights out on the Eddie Gilstrap Motors pace truck. He'll make the hard left-hand turn next time by. Todd Kemp going to be leading to the green flag. 25 laps for the Salem Speedway Super Cars here today. About 5 or 6 more getting built, so we'll see this division continue to grow throughout the season. Todd Kemp, Joe Cooksey going to lead us to the green flag. Michael Basham and Will Kimmel going to ride in that second row. Pace truck makes the hard left-hand turn, getting ready to set them loose for 25 laps here at Salem Speedway. Todd Kemp going to lead us to the green flag off turn number 4, and we are underway. Don't know what happened to Will Kimmel's car there. Maybe lost power. And yes, Will Kimmel's going to make the hard left-hand turn into pit road. Tough break for the 69 car. So Todd Kemp, how about this tonight? Going to lead lap number 1 here in the Salem Speedway Super Cars. Great division. Joe Cooksey back there in that number 2 spot. So Joe Cooksey trying to challenge for the number 1 spot. Now all 3 cars back up front, battling with each other right now. Still Todd Kemp, Joe Cooksey, and Michael Basham. Top 3 cars as already 3 laps complete. Joe Cooksey trying to go to the inside left rear quarter panel. Todd Kemp goes way up, and looks like a yellow flag will come out. Some debris on the back straightaway. So the Speedway Record Service will go out. You saw the debris they're picking up entering turns number 3. That's the reason for the caution flag. So 3 laps completed of the 25 scheduled. Tough break for Will Kimmel's number 69. Just looked like he lost power, and you can see him walking back to his pit stall there, just shaking his head. Don't know what happened there. So Todd Kemp, Joe Cooksey, and Michael Basham. Two ARCA Series legends back there, Joe Cooksey and Michael Basham. So the Eddie Gilstrap Motors Ford F-150 pace truck going to pick up the field. As you see, we're kind of not trying to waste time. Mother Nature in the area already canceled Brownstown Speedway a while ago, the report was, so they rained out. So trying to beat Mother Nature over towards Seymour, Indiana area, getting hit pretty hard right now. Looks like we're still clear as of now, so not trying to mess around with Mother Nature. You know how much of a grip she has, so trying to get through this here tonight. So getting the lights turned on here around Salem Speedway. Spoke to Todd Kemp a little bit earlier. He just said he wanted to kind of leave the street stock, go to the Salem Speedway Super Cars, was very excited. Didn't have all the luck he wanted to in 2022. But good to see Todd Kemp out here in the number 9 machine of the Salem Speedway Super Cars. One to go at the line this time by. Lights will be turned off on the pace truck as Todd Kemp, Joe Cooksey, and Michael Basham. 22 laps to go here tonight in your first feature of 2023 for the Salem Speedway Super Cars. Like I said, this division looks to grow for the rest of 2023. As they head off down the back straightaway. Todd Kemp is your leader, chose the high side. Joe Cooksey in second place on the inside, and then the 44 of Michael Basham rides in that third spot. As they come down to turns 3 and 4, pace truck going to peel off the speedway, and we'll look for the restart here for the Salem Speedway Super Cars. And Joe Cooksey's going to fly by Todd Kemp for that number 1 spot as they head off down of turn number 2. But here comes Michael Basham. Michael Basham now going to take the number 2 spot from Todd Kemp's number 9 car. They head off down the front straightaway, entering turns number 1 and 2. They head off back down the back straightaway, coming to 20 laps to go next time by. Michael Basham trying to put a little pressure to apply to the number 51 of Joe Cooksey now. So the 44 of Michael Basham filling in tonight for Scott Melton's number 44. Applying some pressure to the number 51 of Joe Cooksey right now as they head off down the front straightaway. Cars now begin down the back straightaway once more, coming to 7 laps complete next time by. And there he is, Michael Basham not letting Joe Cooksey in the 51 get away from him, applying the pressure in that number 44. machine as Todd Kemp now just riding and getting some laps under him. Cooksey slips up the track a little bit. The 44 of Michael Basham trying to take advantage of it as they head off down the front straightaway. 8 laps in the books. Good battle here right now. Michael Basham, he knows how to apply the pressure. He's got plenty of time, that's for sure. Coming to 10 laps complete next time by. Going to be 15 laps to go. So good 2-car battle here for that number 1 spot. Great race going on down the back straightaway. 10 laps complete, 15 laps to go. Next time by will be 14. Joe Cooksey and number 44, Michael Basham. So down the back straightaway they go. 11 laps now in the books. Joe Cooksey and Michael Basham in the 44. Todd Kemp going down the back straightaway. He'll ride third. Will Kimmel scratch from the event. 12 laps to go. 1 lap shy of the halfway point this time by. Next time by. So 2 cars now making their ways, turns 3 and 4. Heading off down the front stretch. Halfway home this time by. When will Michael Basham make his move, or will he? Will Joe Cooksey hold him off as they head off down the back straightaway? Next time by, going to be 14 laps in the book. There comes Michael Basham. He gets a good run into the entry of turn number 3 as they exit turn 4. He's right there behind him, 14 laps in the books. Next time by, going to be 10 laps to go. Once again, Michael Basham applying the pressure. 4. Trying to do all he can right now. Less than 10 laps to go. Next time by will be 9 laps to go. Crown Vic drivers, you need to make your way to staging, please. Crown Vic drivers, you need to be making your way to staging for the high banks. Crown Vic drivers, be making final preparations. Still 2-car battle here. Great battle right now. 17 laps coming on the board. Once again, Crown Vic drivers, be making your way to staging, please. So good battle here as they head off down the front straightaway. Still Joe Cooksey, Michael Basham. Michael Basham now goes to the inside. Drag race down the back straightaway. Here comes the veteran, Michael Basham. He will overtake Cooksey for the number 1 spot. Crown Vics on the high banks. Please be making your way to staging, please. Crown Vics on the high banks. Please be making your way to staging. Next time by, going to be 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. Next time by for Michael Basham, Joe Cooksey, Todd Kemp. 5 laps to go. Can the veteran, talked to him earlier, Michael Basham was very excited here tonight to be in that car for Scott Melton. Two veterans of the ARCA series battling it out here at Salem Speedway. 4 laps to go. 4 more laps to go around Salem Speedway. Oh, and no, Michael Basham losing power. Heartbreak Hotel as Michael Basham loses power. 2 to go, and looks the same thing happened to Will Kimmel's car as happened to Michael Basham's. You can see the crew not happy down there as they have their hands on their heads. Not happy at all with that. But now all Joe Cooksey. Sometimes you need a little luck on your side. Ooh. Tough break for Michael Basham, but Joe Cooksey, beneficiary of that position. Todd Kemp rides in that number 2 spot now. Off turn number 2. Joe Cooksey goes down the back straightaway. He'll enter turns number 3 and 4. And off 4, checker flag out, going to be Joe Cooksey. Joe Cooksey going to unbuckle and get everything off here. The number 51 car, Todd Kemp, comes home second. And the number 9 car, break for Michael Basham's number 44. He'll round out your top cars. Will Kimmel in 4th. Just a little bit of Mother Nature around us. Looks like it's barely going to clip us. Hopefully not, but be careful. It starts raining, race fans. Be careful on those bleachers. We'll wait for Joe Cooksey to get unbuckled out of the number 51 Salem Speedway Super Car. And race fans, he's out of the car. Let's give him a round of applause. Joe Cooksey there in the 51, the ARCA veteran. And we'll get Joe to come up here with us. That way we don't lose him here because I want to hear what he's got to say. Joe, I'm going to tell you what, buddy, that was fun to see you and Michael battling it out, 2 ARCA veterans. You know, luck went your way. He lost power there coming out of 2. Man, that's a tough way to go down. But what a battle you 2 put on, buddy. I'm excited for these cars.
Well, I'm a Mike Basham fan, folks, and if he'd have won that race, I'd have been excited as he was. I was rooting for him as much as anything else. I couldn't believe it when the car quit. I couldn't believe it when Will's car quit. Just tough luck. Stick with us on this division, folks. This is going to be good, I'm telling you.
Well, I was telling them earlier, I said many cars are getting built for this division. It's going to continue to grow. And, man, while it lasted, that battle was great. But who would you like to thank on this car?
You know what? I want to thank Nick, Glenn, all of the folks here, all of you who come out this afternoon. That's who I want to thank. That's who makes this possible. So, awesome.
Well, congratulations. There he is, the veteran, Joe Cooksey. And Todd Kemp, 3rd place finish. I talked about you a lot. You were new to this division. I talked to you earlier in the pit area. Man, you had fun. You can see that smile on your face. That battle was up front. Will Kimmel, of course, Michael Basham losing power. You came away with a 2nd place finish, man. But how fun is it to drive these cars on the high banks?
It was fun, but I didn't waste money for new tires. Or maybe I should have. Then at a 2nd restart, I was getting loose. So when he got underneath me, I just let him go and feathered it home. But Kimmels are going to help me work on the car and get a little quicker. I have to thank Camp Excavating and all my sponsors, my old brothers, Hank Sign Shop, Paul Huff, Model Body and Glass, and they repaved the track and did a lot of work, and I didn't have a car to come up here, so we slapped this together a few weeks ago, and it was fun to come back.
Well, there he is. It's good to see you out here and a lot more. Give it up for him, Mr. Todd Kemp, finishing out in your second place. Crown Vics on the high banks are lining up now, and I'm going to get a word with this gentleman. We'll get you up here. But I talked to you a little bit earlier in the pit area. I said, what are you doing out here again? But you took over for Scott Melton tonight. Man, that was a battle with you and Joe. And just what happened there?
I blew Bill's car up, so if you all can help me with some donations to get Bill a motor, I'd appreciate it.
But, Michael, how fun was it to battle with another ARCA veteran there? Man, you two put on a great show. It was fun to call 2 cars. I hated to see that. Even Joe said it. I hated to see Michael go down. We were having fun out there, man, but these things look like a blast to drive.
They're fun to drive. They drive pretty good. They don't hardly have enough horsepower to spin the back tires. And they're very reasonable to get it to the racetrack. So they're a lot of fun. I'm going to have to talk to Dad and see if we can get ours out of the trailer and get a motor in it.
Hey, I think that's a great idea, but, I mean, who would you like to thank for hopping in that 44?
I want to thank Bill Kimmel, Will Kimmel, Scott Melton, and my whole crew down there. Scott Heineman's doing a great job spotting for me. We had a fun day till I tore his car up, though, but that happens. Here I am at Salem.
Well, there he is.
Tear stuff up again. That's 2 in a row.
Well, there he is, race fans. Michael Basham finishing in 3rd place. And we get ready to go. Here we go for Crown Vics on the high here at Salem Speedway.